Hi everyone, in today's video I wanted to do a second version of my Pear body shape video. If you didn't see that video, feel free to click up here and check it out. In that video I go over the types of pieces that are really great and flattering for a pear body shape. And this one I'm going to share my personal formula for highlighting pear body shape curves. So in this video, I'm going to briefly go over what that formula is, then kind of deep dive into each piece of the formula, and then show some outfit examples of how I use it in my day-to-day. For reference, I actually am a pear body shape. My measurements are 34-inch chest, about 26-inch waist, and 39-inch hip. And all that information you can also find in the description below, as well as all the pieces I'm going to be showing in this video. So for my formula for highlighting pear body shape curves, I really like to create a balance by creating some sort of focal point at the top of my body, then highlighting my waist, the smallest part, and then having kind of a focal point at the bottom with usually around my shoes and involving my shoes. So having something to draw your attention to the top, and then your middle, and then your bottom. So for the first part in the formula of highlighting your top, I suggest doing this through either like statement accessories like a shawl or like layering necklaces, wearing a big poofy scarf, or even a hat can be a great way to kind of draw that focal point upward in your outfit. Or you can even do something that's a little bit more bold with your hair, or even like a lipstick or something bold and fun with your makeup to kind of just draw that eye upward. Something else you can do is actually layering. So you can kind of create some interesting combinations with layering, whether that's like a turtleneck or like a crew top that has like sleeves poking out from underneath another top. Or you can have like a crop cardigan, just some other ways to kind of draw that attention to the top part of your body. Next is highlighting your middle. First, I talk about this in my first video, but first you kind of want to start with a high-rise pant and then either a full or half tuck. But to build on that, I suggest once again playing around with some accessories. So that could be adding a belt, adding kind of like a little fanny pack bag, which I always think is fun and pretty practical. Or you could have a pant that has a detailing in the waistband, like something that's like a gathered kind of waist detail in the pant, or has a tie, or something that just kind of naturally in the piece draws your eye to your waist. And then finally for the bottom, I kind of like to play around with my shoes and kind of accessories that you can have there. So I like to do kind of sometimes a fun sock combination with my shoe where I have a fun sock, or it's a lighter colored sock, or that sock very purposefully shows with either like a crop pant and like an open kind of clog or sandal. Another option could be just a print shoe, so something that's a little bit vibrant and draws your eye there, or even a bold shoe, something that has like a thick stack heel or fits more of your style, but it's kind of like a bold statement piece that once again brings your eye to your feet in the lower part of your outfit. Something else I also like to do, kind of tying in the shoes, is sometimes I'll actually tie in the color of my shoe to an accessory up top. So it'll kind of help create that balance between the top and the bottom. That'll also help accentuate that middle waist. So maybe that's having my shoe the same color as a hat or a scarf, or even like a little layer showing underneath my outfit, just kind of trying to play around with that like color scheme there. Okay, so now I'll take you through some outfits where I use this formula. For this first outfit, I took a pretty simple sheath dress that I have in a nice floral pattern, but to create that statement at the top, I layered a turtleneck underneath it that's in this cream color that pulls really nicely from the floral pattern. It just kind of helps draw your eye upward and makes it more practical for like a cooler temperature. For the middle, I decided to wear my faba bag from Linquist and kind of wear it as like a belt, but also practical, having the little bag there. And that just kind of helps cinch in my waist so that's still defined in the outfit. And then for the bottom, I did kind of a fun sock layering where you can kind of see my sock gathered up with my mock toe boots by Red Wing. And they're also like a light color, which kind of plays really nicely with the cream turtleneck. So kind of having that color balance as well as that like sock and shoe statement at the bottom. For the second outfit, I played a little bit more with color here. So in the top, I used this beautiful crochet shawl in this lovely green that I have that works really, really nice with the camel of the sweater that I'm wearing. And that kind of draws your eye upward with that bold color up top. And then in the middle, I highlighted the tucked in waist with just a really simple belt to kind of cinch and draw attention at my waist point. And then on the bottom, I once again had socks showing and paired these fun clogs with that shock and shock. I keep saying shock with that sock and cropped pant. And then playing with the color in my shoes too. It's a little bit fresh. And I think that kind of like pinkish natural leather tone plays really nicely with the shawl. So overall kind of creating, once again, that balance of top, middle, and bottom. In this next look, I also did some layering and different things here. First, I started once again with my turtleneck underneath the floral blouse. So once again, creating that layering effect that draws your eye upward. For the middle, I decided to wear these paper bag pants from Madewell that has that kind of detail around my waist that helps highlight that. And then on the bottom, I just did a nice classic simple brown shoe, but I love the color, the contrast of the pants, and that darker tone kind of also plays really nicely with the blouse. So it does bring your eye down there. So again, creating that top, middle, and bottom. In this next outfit, I used kind of a peach colored beanie to kind of have as my focal point for the top. And then the middle was my Linquist belt with a purse, and then my sweater tucked in. And then for the bottom, I tied in my shoe color with actually my beanie hat. So you kind of have that symmetry there. And then socks showing just because it is winter here. So I wanted to be practical. But having that color kind of ties in the bottom and the top, and then the middle accentuated with my little kind of purse belt. For this next look, I once again played around with layering on top and doing two monochrome colors. This really feminine blouse, kind of like a prairie style blouse from Rudy Jude, and then the turtleneck underneath it, the same tone, but it kind of creates a fun layering element. I then tucked in both pieces to my pants using my little bag belt again, because it's clearly one of my favorite accessories right now. And then having a straight leg pant and my brown suede little heel boots. I love how the brown also ties in with the belt bag. So there's that kind of balance right there, but then the layering also creates intrigue at the top. So you still get that formula of the top, middle, and bottom. Okay, for this last look, I did this beautiful green sweater, but then had another little fun accessory I've been loving lately, this kind of like little scarf that's also green, but it's a hood too. So it's really practical for winter, but it creates kind of that nice layering up top. And then I had my little Linquist bag in the middle, and once again, brown shoes at the bottom. And I paired it with a lighter color of jeans. And I really like that because it really makes that brown shoe and the brown bag pop and create, once again, that symmetry there. And then having that kind of structured and more like knit at the top, kind of that layering effect also creates intrigue there. So once again, just creating that balance and drawing that focal point from top, middle, and bottom. So hopefully if you're a pear body shape like me, you found some of these additional tips really helpful. Once again, if you want to hear more about different pieces that are really great for pear body shapes, be sure to check out my first video that I made kind of talking all about that. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit that like button. If you have any suggestions of your own for how you like to highlight your shape as a pear, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And if you'd love to see more content like this in the future, please hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.